Fuel with purpose, we're talking about fueling for recovery, or refueling for recovery, I should say. So be prepared. So replace energy, repairs muscle tension, and keeps you at peak performance, is what refueling will do. It's try to do it within 30 to 60 minutes post-exercise. It used to be like 30 grams of protein in 30 minutes, and then if not, your body will just like totally die and shut down and shrivel up into nothing. It's not that specific, guys. Just you got to get fuel in your body. Don't do a heavy training session in the morning and then not eat for 3 hours. You got to get some fuel back in your body, and then plan ahead to accommodate those busy schedules, long day events, multiple events. Having a protein shake, having a shake of some sort, some snacks, some granola bars, cheese sticks, stuff like that. So fluids. By the time you feel thirsty, you've already lost 1% of your body weight. Right? It only takes 3% loss before your athletic performance begins to suffer. So think about that. How many of you feel thirsty watching this video? I feel thirsty right now. That means we've already lost 1%. Once it gets to 3%, our performance suffers, right? That's not a big gap. That's not a big gap. How often do you feel thirsty in a game? How often do you feel thirsty in school? I guarantee you're at 3% pretty quick, right? And your performance is already suffering. So it's recommended 24 ounces per pound loss. So if you're in a summer event where you're sweating a lot, paying attention to your weight a little bit might not be a bad thing. Water, sports drinks, chocolate milk, recovery shakes. If it is a higher training session, I think one of the rule of thumbs is if like that event or training session is longer than an hour, that's where you may want to think about something with electrolytes in it. So like the Gatorades, the Propels, things like that. Otherwise, water is going to be great. Carbohydrates. Exercise depletes carbohydrates that are stored for energy. Restocking these stores allows for sustained energy and decreased muscle breakdown. Decreased muscle breakdown. That's a pretty important part of having some more carbs. So 2 to 3 servings of carbs, on the go option, things like bagels, quick oats, pretzels, granola bar, fruit, chocolate milk, sports bars, sports drinks, just getting some carbs in your system. And then protein assists with growth and repair of muscle tissue and reduces muscle breakdown. Increased nutrient transport, immune system function so you don't get sick, brain function, right? 1 to 2 servings of protein. So on the go options: chocolate, skim milk, deli meat, hard boiled eggs, string cheese, canned packaged fish, jerky, low fat cottage cheese, Greek yogurt, things like that. Getting a healthy protein source in your body. This is where we can do a quick side tangent on protein shakes, things like that, right? Supplements. So protein shakes aren't bad. It's probably one of the more well-researched supplements out there is protein. But just know you kind of get what you pay for, but also I don't just mean paying more to get the really good stuff. So you get what you pay for in that, like, if you pay $100 tub of protein, yeah, you're probably going to get some pretty high quality stuff. But there's also a lot of brands in the middle that you're just paying for that brand name, right? You have to look at that ingredient label. So if you look at that ingredient label, we want one of those first things in that long list of ingredients to say protein, right? Not sugar or something else. A short ingredient list is super important. So we don't need anything that's like 15 to 20 things long. There's some protein in there, there's some carbs, there's some sugars. You can pronounce all of the words. And I think one of the biggest ones that we find in the supplement industry is these they're like compounds or proprietary blends, right? Where it'll say like extreme muscle building matrix, 2000 milligrams, and then it'll list 15 things underneath that. All 15 of those things are somehow divided and allocated up to equal that 2000 milligrams. But we don't know if it's 1900 milligrams of this ingredient and 2 of this ingredient and 2 of that ingredient, or if it's spread out 5 grams of every single one. We have no idea. That's when it gets really scary and kind of fishy. So all of the milligrams, grams, whatever it is, should all be listed for every single ingredient. And those are kind of some of the things to look for. If you want more specific help with supplements or just our advice on what to look for with supplements, shoot us a message and we'd love to help. Refueling for recovery.